Showbiz news! SM confirms ONEW will not be participating in SHINee's scheduled concerts in Japan.
In the wee hours of the morning on August 12th, ONEW of the K-pop group SHINee, along with five other friends who none of which were celebrities, entered a club where he continued to drink even more than he was already drinking, got really drunk, fell over. While he was falling, it looked like he was grabbing onto a girl's leg so he could break his fall, and the girl claimed sexual harassment. Link down below if you want to read the play-by-play of a bystander who's not friends with ONEW at all, but saw up close exactly what happened. Y'all, this happened at 6 in the morning. He was wasted. So I'm not saying that he shouldn't have been wasted and he shouldn't have been drinking.
Yes, he was drinking in a club. He was drinking irresponsibly because he got blackout drunk, and he was supposedly grabbing at lots of people and making physical contact with a lot of people around him.
Because he was falling over constantly because he was too drunk, but he wasn't grabbing at people because he was trying to sexually molest them. That's the key point here. His fault is that he was extremely drunk, but his fault is not that he was trying to do this in a sexual manner at all. Except the girl is claiming, or at least at the moment, at the time of this incident, claimed that she was being sexually harassed by ONEW because one of her friends then told her that, oh yeah, by the way, that's ONEW from SHINee. And she was like, cha-ching, I could get my dollars, y'all, or my Korean won, or whatever, dude, or she could at least get him in trouble or somehow promote herself.
SM came to ONEW's rescue, and she did drop the charges because of who knows what, but the police are continuing to prosecute him because she claimed sexual harassment and she gave a testimony. The police can still continue to pursue the investigation regardless of whether or not she's actually pursuing anything herself.
That's nuts. So that's the part that I didn't know about. When you find out something happens at 7 in the morning, I mean, that's when you know. It's something more to the story than just, oh, he was sexually harassing somebody, end of story.
Regardless, though, there has been a whole lot of backwash and lambasting of ONEW because of this. He had to step down from his drama. He was going to be in Generation of Youth Season 2. He was replaced and they had to do some refilming, which I do understand why he stepped down and was replaced, because the character that he was supposed to play was supposed to be supporting a girl who was getting out of an abusive relationship. So that was a little too close to home, all things considered, right after this whole situation happened. But he is also having other issues, including getting a TV show that he was special guesting on called Let's Eat Together. It has been delayed indefinitely. Numerous fan pages have shut down, and now instead of going on tour to Japan with SHINee, he is self-reflecting, also known as being grounded.
I guess what this means, or at least what it means to me, is that you're not allowed to party at all if you're a celebrity.
Party responsibly. He didn't party responsibly. What are you doing going to a club at 5 in the morning and getting hammered?
I've done it before. I'm trying to look at it rationally. He drinks. Drinking's not illegal. He goes to a club. Clubbing's not illegal. Drinking and clubbing are some of the only let loose things that you could do in Korea. I mean, seriously, like, what can you do in Korea that's more getting out of your comfort zone to be carefree? Clubbing and drinking. What else are you doing there to let loose?
But if you're a celebrity of the status that ONEW is...
Hang on, stop. That's why I'm saying, if you're a celebrity, you can't party, you can't drink, you can't party.
When you do it responsibly, you can, but you can't completely let loose and totally lose who you are and get blackout drunk, because regardless, if you are a celebrity, if you are a personality that people look up to, you are a face of your company and you are a face of your group always, even while you are drunk.
What does partying responsibly look like? That's the question now. Because partying and responsible don't go together. Yeah, and I'm not saying what he did is okay. I mean, if you're blackout drunk, I mean, we don't know if he was blackout drunk, but if you're falling over Like, I've drank a lot in my life, probably in my 20s when I was in college. I was very irresponsible. Occasionally, I got to the point where I couldn't walk straight. If you can't stand upright, you should go home. That's his fault. I mean, he made a mistake here, but he didn't sexually harass anyone. The fact that this is about sexual harassment makes me livid, and I'm very, very upset because guys get a bad rap when they're not sexual harassers.
But is it okay for him to grab a girl by her boobs or her butt?
He didn't grab her by...
leg?
No, he grabbed her because he was falling over. I think he probably... She was dancing. She was working and dancing, and where their booth was located was right next to where her stage was. So he was grabbing the girl falling over. I'm just... So that way everybody understands what happened. She immediately was like, sexual harassment! You touched my ankle, sexual harassment. Like, that's not sexual harassment.
But it's probably a rule at the club that she's working at that you can't touch the girls that are dancing.
Right. So the whole partying and being responsible, they just don't go together.
And he was blackout drunk because he couldn't remember anything that happened when he went to the police.
We both understand that we are a couple of weeks behind when this news initially broke. Comments down below your reaction when you initially heard that ONEW from SHINee was caught sexually harassing somebody at a club, and then the revelations that have come forth since.
Do you feel that this is sexual harassment? To what extent is his public drunkenness acceptable? What are your thoughts?
Hit the comment, you guys. Click the like button. Thank you so much for supporting us here at HallyuBack. Click the bell for notifications. Check out the link to KGal. And don't forget to subscribe for more HallyuBack news. That's it. We're out of here. Hasta luego.
Bye.